world is not my home. I'm just passing through. My treasures and my hopes are placed beyond the blue. Many friends and kin have gone on before, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, oh Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me to heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. I have a loving mother up in glory land, and I don't expect to stop until I shake her hand. She's waiting now for me in heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, oh Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me to heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore.
Hey there.
Earth, our final frontier.
See you soon, guys.
We have traveled deep through space, and have found your planet in need. We hope we can help you relax, Earthlings. Relax and join us.
for those of us like not in the other stream, people are probably like, what in the world are you talking about? Oh, thanks for the follow, Lego. What's up? Hey guys, welcome back. There we go. There's my bridge sounds. Okay. I hope we can hear them now. Yeah, I don't have the pregnant wave on this channel. I will come up with like some like ASMR themed sound drops for you guys to play, so. Yeah, but you know what, Asian? We all hear it in our minds. Oh, welcome and happy Wednesday, everyone. As always, how is everyone doing? Has anyone had any difficulties this week or successes this week? It was a collaborative effort. Definitely a collab effort. He's actually working on some other stuff for me with the RPM challenge. Yeah, so the RPM challenge was where we had to come up in the month of February an album. It was either 10 tracks or 35 minutes, and so I completed it. A1 completely was up with me like all Saturday night, like mastering the tracks, and so I have basically 35 minutes of ambient music that's going to become what will become my first ambient album on my label. So I'm going to be playing that on the stream. I don't know, probably in the next like couple weeks or so. Oh, you're learning C#? Oh man, you know, I actually downloaded an app like a couple years ago, and I was like, let me try to get back into coding language, and it was an app of how to learn it. But I think I'm just sort of a little bit past that. Aw, thank you so much, Lego. Yeah, the soundtrack, I wrote the soundtrack and I made the video for the intro theme song, and then Abs and I worked together on the starting soon screenshot. Yeah, it's fun. How to get past the 1 minute thing. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it takes the AI's 60 seconds to compile your likeness into their database. All the constructs. Hey Andrew, what's up? Oh, cool. Yeah, I did the voice effects on Ableton, and then for rAIchel, I was able to actually find a little like less than $20 vocal effect changer that you can use while you're streaming and everything. So what do we have today for you? We have the Rare Earthling of the Week, and we are going to talk about solar sails and how that works. Oh, I'm not going to run. Okay, we'll get into it. But first, without further ado, let's go over to rAIchel. We'll take a look at the Rare Earthling of the Week. Yeah, frequency shifters. I know. Andrew, and you know this, Moonhouse AV department, he has a great, well, Andrew's wife has an amazing voice. Yeah, Andrew, I was just telling them we're gonna, I'll be playing my ambient album from RPM in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna put something together where you can listen to it here, and I sort of like the idea of listening to other people's stuff as well, because, yeah, Andrew's wife, her voice is amazing. They make incredible music together. And Moonhouse AV department, he has this amazing like vocal effects processor, like hardware, and I'm just like, oh, I drool like every time I see it. Thanks. Yeah, I'm actually working with Abs on some visual effects for it, and so we will have 35 minutes of ambient awesomeness in a couple weeks. And speaking of ambient and ASMR, I am going to get back to streaming live ambient music and ASMR probably say within the next month. I don't want to give myself too soon of a deadline. There's a whole bunch of other stuff I need to set up, including extra cameras, camera angles. Like I had a drop ceiling the last time I streamed, and so it was really easy to connect cameras to the ceiling, but like I don't have that now. So yeah, it's a whole different ball of wax to get the stream set up for the ambient production. And but I did, like I said, I do have my SMR mic and my mic stand work, so we'll be getting back to that soon. Oh, Lego, yeah, I think you're like me, obsessed with vocal processing. Ah, nice. Oh, you're working the Sunset Music Fest. Oh, fantastic. When are you going to be doing for them? Cool. let me flip over to rAIchel. And you guys may have heard about this animal, but there's something you may not have known about them. Oh, and I just realized I think I forgot to load an image up, but we'll do that soon. Oh, that's cool, Lego. So you're gonna get in for free while you're working. That's awesome. That's the way to do it. Alright, let's go over to rAIchel. We'll see what animal she has for us, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. See you soon.
Hello, Earthlings. So good to see you back again. And there's A1 Voodoo, hello. And hello, Lego. We have been searching the globe, finding the most rare and exotic creatures that you Earthlings may not have heard of. The one for this week is going to be the pangolin. For those of you unfamiliar with the pangolin, they are a very endangered species. One reason is due to habitat destruction, but mainly because they are hunted for their meat, their scales, which are used in Asian medicines, clothing. We've seen boots made from pangolins, jackets made from pangolins, and there's 8 subspecies of pangolins, and 2 to 4 of those are actually on the extremely endangered list. But there is hope for the pangolin. There we go. There's some other shots of them. They're so cute. The pangolin you see at the bottom of the screen is the giant pangolin, the largest of the species. There are also tree pangolin, which are much smaller. Let's see if we can load up that image. Give us one moment. There is an image of all the different types of pangolins out there. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. There you go. So here are all your different types of pangolins. As you can see, there we go. The ground pangolin, the black-bellied pangolin, giant ground pangolin, white-bellied pangolin, Indian pangolin, Sunda pangolin, Philippine pangolin, and Chinese pangolin. They're found in Africa and Asia. But what? Yes, hi, John. And for those of you who play Borderlands, this name might sound familiar because there are the Pangolin brand shields. And now you know why they chose that name. They are known for their armor and will curl themselves up in a ball so tigers and lions can't eat them. And their scales are actually made from keratin, which is the same component found in our nails, hair, tusks. It's just super hardened. So they have this really protective shell on them. But we're going to learn about what you Earthlings are doing to save your fellow Earthling. There is a group of men in Africa that are responsible for rehabilitating pangolins who have been saved from poachers to be able to release them back into the wild. And we're going to watch that video. It's a short video right now about the pangolin men.
To see the relationship between animal and carer in a single frame was very relevant for people out there to actually care.
Here in Zimbabwe, we are proud to save the pangolins. Every day with my friends, we protect the animal. We walk them, we feed them, we protect them like our children.
The pangolin is the most trafficked mammal in the world. There are 8 species, 4 in Asia and 4 in Africa, and more than 1 million have been illegally hunted and killed in the last decade alone.
Mammals.
In Zimbabwe, the Tiki Highwood Trust is devoted to rehabilitating pangolins rescued from poachers. And photographer Adrian Stern was lucky enough to be granted access to their work.
I'd always wanted to document the relationship that these men had with these animals. And I think once I was afforded that opportunity, I wanted to come in and shoot something very, very different. There are two sets of photos. Essentially, there's the reportage photos of what I saw in front of me, of how these men interact, and then I wanted to shoot portraits of these men. Take very beautiful portraiture that would, I think, hopefully affect people, would make people sit up and watch and listen and think, what is that animal? What's happening here? And that was what I set out to do. It was something that I thought I could make a difference with. When I first saw a pangolin and I first saw the relationship that these men had with these animals, it was beyond extraordinary. A little prehistoric creature that in that moment is completely reliant on that handler. Every single day of the year, these guys go out, ensure that those animals are fed to make their weight so they can be released back into the wild. I was very, very, very fortunate to get the access that I did. And they are so highly traded and they're so endangered that everything they do is covert.
Adrian is hoping that his work will bring attention to the most endangered animal that many people have never even heard of.
I think if people learn what a pangolin is from these images, then we're moving in the right direction. I hope that people learn to care that little bit more, not just about pangolin, but about our planet. Show these photos to your children. Let them have a look at them. Let them ask questions. Feel good knowing that you have the answers. And in doing that, we've educated the next generation. And that's all we can do.
And there we go, Earthlings. You learned something, hopefully, about another creature on your planet. And also what your fellow Earthlings are doing to try to save them. We at the collective find them very adorable. And I don't know if you caught that, but the work that the pangolin men are doing in rehabilitating them, they have to be secretive about it, because the poachers, if they knew where all these pangolins are, they'd be an easy target. So not only are they saving them from the poachers, but then they're constantly having to hide them in a secure location while they rehabilitate them. I was very happy to see that even though there are some bad humans out there, there are many good humans trying to make it right. That makes the collective happy. And there you go, Earthlings. Your rare animal of the week, the pangolin. We now bring you back to SenseNet. See you next week with another rare Earthling. Bye.
All right. So what'd you guys think? Had you guys known about the pangolins before? Had you seen them? Maybe you knew about them, but you didn't know about the pangolin men that are out there. There we go. Where's my bridge noise? Where'd it go? I gotta fix that. Okay. Ah, there we go. Now you can hear the spaceship. Hi, Melon! Every week. I don't think anyone could be as cool as the pangolins. Those guys are adorable and they're tough. And they're so, they're so trusting. I mean, think about it. These guys were handling these pangolins like they were, like they said, like they're their children. But yet they just been traumatized by a poacher who captured them. They survived it. They were brought to this new area being handled all the time. And they're yet so still sweet and kind. Like, so adorable. Oh, you see we didn't know what the name was. Awesome. Yeah, saying if you play Borderlands, you'll recognize it because there's a shield company called Pangolin. Aw, that's awesome. I'm glad rAIchel got to share some stuff with you guys. Alright, now here's for our second segment. I have a way shorter video this time. The other one was like super long. I'm trying to pick short ones, quick little bites here. So we had mentioned a little bit about solar sails last week when we were talking about space junk. So I found a little video for us to learn about solar sails and how they actually work. It's a little bit more, it's really interesting because it's not really rays from the sun per se, it's protons that the sun is giving off as energy, but protons don't have mass. So how can something that doesn't have mass actually push something in space? But here's a quick explanation. So let's take a look at that, and then we'll get onto Kentucky Route Zero in just a few minutes.
3, 2.
One of the big challenges of space exploration is propulsion. How do you move around? For most of our missions, we have relied on rocket fuel as our means of propulsion. You burn it and you get a propellant. But it comes with some pretty big drawbacks. For one, it's heavy. So the more rocket fuel you add, the heavier your spacecraft gets, the more rocket fuel you need to escape Earth's gravity, and it becomes this domino effect. For another, it's really expensive. And third, once you run out of it, you're kind of out of luck. So let's say that you are in space and you want to head to a distant destination. If you're using rocket fuel, you can only accelerate until you run out of fuel, and then you have to rely on inertia to take you the rest of the way. But what if you used an alternative means of propulsion, like a solar sail? Now, a solar sail is pretty much what it sounds like. It's a large, flat, reflective surface off of which photons can bounce and transfer momentum. Now, a photon is a packet of light energy, and it is massless. Now, this might seem counterintuitive because if you remember your basic equations from physics, momentum is mass times velocity.
I totally remembered that. Not.
So, how can a particle that has no mass have momentum? The answer lies in Einstein's brilliant equation E equals mc squared. The E stands for energy, the m stands for mass, and the c is the constant of the speed of light in a vacuum. This tells us that energy and mass have a direct connection to each other. So if we shuffle that equation around a little bit, we'll see that a photon, which has energy but no mass, has a momentum equal to its energy divided by the speed of light. That means it has very little momentum, but a solar sail is designed to capture billions of photon collisions per second. So all those little pushes add up to something. In fact, a solar sail will continuously accelerate until it can no longer catch photons. So what sort of speeds are we talking about? Well, when you first deploy the solar sail, the spacecraft will not be going particularly fast. At the end of the first day, the spacecraft would be traveling at around 160 kilometers per hour. At the end of the first year, it would be more like 58,000 kilometers per hour. And after 3 years, we're talking 160,000 kilometers per hour. That steady acceleration stays in effect until the solar sail is no longer able to capture those photons. And the best thing is, this isn't hypothetical physics. We have actually tested solar sails. In fact, the most recent effort was from a citizen science organization called the Planetary Society. They launched the Light Sail, which had a couple of glitches when it launched, but it did successfully deploy its solar sail. Now, the Light Sail wasn't used for propulsion. It was just meant to test the deployment mechanism. But the Planetary Society has another mission in mind for late 2016, which will actually use a solar sail for propulsion. And they've launched a Kickstarter campaign to help get people involved in it, which is pretty awesome.
Now that's 2020.
Now,
like
in the future,
4 to 5 years
solar
after
sails
that.
might be used for lots of stuff. We might use solar sails to take supplies long distance to destinations like Mars. Maybe we'll use solar sails to help protect us from an incoming asteroid collision. Just attach the solar sail to the asteroid and have it tow it out of the way safely. Or perhaps it will be the propulsion method of choice for interstellar travel when we're ready to go to another solar system.
Alright, you guys. So, there was our little video about science. Solar sails. There we go. Oh, where'd that go? Okay. So I hope you guys learned something new. Again, my goal with this is to not only share with you about other creatures on our planet and how we're all interconnected, but to also share with you technology and science, what we know, and on Earth, because this stuff is awesome. Alright guys, so are we ready to play Kentucky Route 0? We're ready to get back into it. Yay, Molly! Learning is cool. The more you know, ding! Alright, so let me get Kentucky Route 0 going here. Get that pulled up. Alright, let me go switch to our gaming stream and let's get into it. We're going to be playing this for the next 90 minutes, 90 Earth minutes, until we raid into geared splaining. Let's see what the 0 has in store for us. Oh, and I realized last time I was playing this, I think I went straight to Route 0, and I don't know if I was supposed to go to Shannon's like TV repair first. So I might like backtrack on the map and explore a little bit. Okay, let's go play video games. Okay, I'm just changing the category here. Kentucky Route 0. Done. Okay. Let's see here. Where's the game? Where's the game? Is that the game? No. Let's try this one. Is that the game? No. Which window is it? Oh wait, hold on. We want... Yeah, it should be picking up on it. Let me play it. Maybe I had to play it. Okay, I see it on my screen. Come on. Pop up. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. Whoops. Let me turn off my bridge noise. Turn that down. Okay. Okay, we went with... Yes, that's right. Yep. Okay. I need to flip my camera here. So, where's my camera? I'll make sure it's... I don't want to be, like, looking... No, am I looking in there? No, that's the right way. Okay. Oh, John, yes, I did. I'm sitting in it right now. This is my first actual stream testing it. I still have a dono bar up because we put it on the credit card, so the sooner I can pay that off, the better. I usually like to save up for things so I don't have to put it on credit, but this was sort of needed. I'm actually going to see if I can reimburse myself of my HSA since it was for medical purposes. Hey, Mutant, what's up? Yes, I love the new name. No, it's always good to keep repeating it until we, like, figure it out. Yeah, John, I'm hoping so. So far, it's pretty good. I'm still getting, like, my positions in it and whatnot. Okay. Oh, yeah, I think we already... Okay, it's gonna make me go through this again. Okay, I remember this conversation. Yeah, I think she was asking money from, like, a family member or something. Okay. Okay, so she speaks into a large brick cell phone held to her ear. I think we picked that one. It's $200 for 2 weeks. That's true. For sure. Okay, you're right. is. Never mind, I have to go. Okay, you're right. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Forget it. Bye. I want to get through this to go back to the map. It's weird, this screen isn't like updating. That's not what I'm seeing. Maybe I need to try something else here. Hold on. Okay. I had to switch the views there. I'm like, the screen was like stuck. I'm like, that's not what it should be on. Conway. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light was on. I'm looking for the on-ramp to... Are you here to kick me off the property? Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts? Well, let's see. I do believe a place can be haunted, if that's what you mean. What about a person? Can a person be haunted? No, that's not what I mean. Well, okay, I've run across a few people acting like ghosts. Kinda there, kinda somewhere else. Me too. Oh yeah? Is that what led you down here? Yes. So, I guess this place must be pretty important. Maybe I'm in the right place after all? Here's what it is. I drop deliveries for a shop called Sets Antiques, and I'm out trying to finish this job. You're making a delivery to the mine? What kind of stuff are you hauling? Oh, no. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now I heard I need to take the highway called the 0. Yeah, Molly, I think so too. Everyone in this game would believe in ghosts. And if they don't, they're going to. So I met this young lady named Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way, and so here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp, but that's what it's been like so far anyway with... What? Weaver Marquez, do you know her? So you saw her tonight? I know Weaver. She's my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Oh, you're the one who fixes televisions. I get it. Oh, because Shannon's here. Okay. That's right. Did she tell you that too? Of course she did. Weaver doesn't lie. One time when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd been hearing it echo through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked in the door, just come back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke and it wasn't a lie. At the time, I thought she meant it as a riddle or puzzle. Hi, Valerie! Welcome! So maybe the 0 is down here somewhere? So what are you doing down here, Shannon? Hugs, hugs! Okay, so maybe the 0 is down here somewhere. What are you doing down here? Well, what should we ask her? Let's ask her what she's doing down here. Let's see here. I talked to Weaver earlier this evening too, or anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. Where did you see Weaver? What are you looking for? Say, where did you see Weaver? At my workshop. She just appeared. I hadn't seen her since a long time. Because I guess we're thinking Weaver's a ghost. Yes. Thanks, Valerie. Yes, doing better. We were just talking about I got the new chair. My headaches and back pain has not been as bad lately. I'm still going to see a therapist and everything next week, so hopefully he'll be able to sort me out better. How are you doing? It's not such a bad thing you showing up now. All told, I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here, though. It's no place for a dog. Oh, we gotta leave Blue? This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If we're going to go down it, find your on-ramp and whatever else. We've got to keep our bearings. I don't want to get turned around. Oh, what happened 4 months ago? You got a chair 4 months ago, or what happened? Oh, Shannon's got ghost gear. I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put a signal out ahead. Do some analysis and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Sure, let's look around. Why not? Oh, new chair for your PC room. Nice. Yeah, it makes such a difference. The chair I was using was never meant to be used as like a long-term use office chair. It was just something we picked up on Craigslist a few years ago as like a guest chair on the rare occasions we have, you know, clients over in the studio. So yeah, before you know it, I'm sitting in it for hours and hours on end, and then pinch nerve. Can we go back out? I just want to go back out to the map before we actually go into the... Oh, we can't go back out. Okay, we are committed now. Hey, Amp! Mr. Australia in the house. Time for your lunch break cameo. How's your workday going, man? We're about to explore a mine. And ghosts. Do I need to turn the volume up? That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? Well, one way to find out. Well, in the front. Only one way to find out is to do it. Alright, give it a whirl. Is anybody down there? How big is this place? Is anybody down there? Nothing. Oh, there's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. A little too much caffeine. That was me earlier at work. I don't know what happened. I made the same cup I usually make, but at a point I was just like, oh my god. You know the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and the lights? Yeah, they got paid in these shitty plastic tokens, coal scrip, you know? And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the air up, well, you have to put a token in. That's super shitty. My parents used to work here. So did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. Now, let's see if we can power it up first. I bet we have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed here. Except that lamp of yours, and I'll go unplug these ceiling lights. He tries to think of something clever to say. I heard the speakers back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something in the mouthpiece. Corporate America amp. I know, we are. I'm a corporate, what's the word? Corporate slag. Sounds like Thomas Dolby Wireless album. Yeah, like old vinyl music. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me adjust. I need to turn off my mic monitoring. No, that monitor's off. That's weird. My mic should be off, but... Okay. We need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noises into the mouthpiece. Oh, so what would you guys like? Some tapping? Some finger rubbing? That's the ASMR portion. Damn, that's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined up with a cave system. Alright, I set my spectrum analyzer. So just say something into the mouthpiece when you get a sense for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy, just say anything that comes into your head. Tell me a story about something, or what did you have for breakfast today? Okay, got it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah, low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. You're probably used to it. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable, or if it's too thin. Or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. And I know I can't turn my mic monitoring off, because I want to hear the sound, but hold on. Ah, okay. Now I can hear the sound without my mic feeding back into my ears. Oh my god. Okay. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try to relax. Try to breathe naturally. Getting some pretty strong readings here. I think we're in good shape, but keep it up for a minute. Loose rocks. What'd we do? What happened? Oh, that was the end of scene 4. So, oh yes, John. The conclusion on the photon mass discussion. So, photons don't have mass. But when you take Einstein's equation of E equals mc squared, and you divide the photon by the speed of light, you do get a very, very, very small amount of energy coming from the photon. And when you magnify that or multiply that by like the billions of photons that the sun is shooting out, you get movement with the solar shades. I hope I summarized that correctly. Someone on my YouTube comments is going to be like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm learning a lot of this stuff with you guys too, so. Hey, Juice! Okay, Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? I'm okay. I've got you, you're alright. Shit, your leg is pinned. I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? Oh, his leg got hurt. It's fine. Just try to stand up. Careful, I'm right here. Damn, don't worry, I've got you. That leg is in bad shape. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Well, okay. There's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram right out one of the auxiliary exits, if there are any. I think there are. What about the on-ramp? We're trying to get to the freaking 0. Hi, Zai. Hugs, hugs, hugs. We'll just find the exit and then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. So the controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. I turn the light switch off. I turn the light switch on. I turn it up. I turn it up. Okay. I think my blood sugar's low. Well then. Okay. Oh, that's right. We have to ration the electricity, so if the light is on. Hey, duckers! Hello, hello. Clickety, clickety, click on, click off, click on, click off. Hashtag because I'm 5, exactly. I want to do that. Oh, I can leave it on. Okay. Rationing electricity for the next 3 months. Like, are you really? Like, are you in California? Oh, a turntable. Turntable say what? Wiki wiki. Not that kind of turntable. Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself, but this whole branch was underwater last I heard. Is that safe? I guess so. Looks like they finally drained it. Or maybe it just drained off on its own. The water came in pretty fast, and a lot of folks got trapped in the tunnels. I only knew parts of how it went from there. Sanitized for the bereaved. You know how these big companies are. But there was gossip, too. The trapped miners couldn't get the pumps going because the power was rationed, so they shut all the lights off. Even then it wasn't enough. So I guess it was dark when they... You lost some people down here, didn't you? We all lost people down here. Well, not all of us, but most of us. It doesn't matter now. Look, this old turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks if the water hasn't damaged it too much. Or we can just keep heading down this tunnel. Let's explore. Oh, Deckers. Your sister pays half the bill is gone for the next 3 months. Oh my god, yeah, it's gonna be so much less probably. I mean, oh my god, like, hair dryers and flat irons use so much freaking electricity. And the thermostat, yeah, you give the thermostat super low. That's funny. All this junk hanging up around the turntables from the company store. Just junk, you know? The miners would buy it and use it to decorate the place, or as landmarks, I guess. Hard to know which way is which down here, it's all so dim and gray. We're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboat, so... Oh. Ooh, where should we go? The pendulum and the casket? Or the bat feeder and the scarecrow? Yeah, so I actually prefer my thermostat to be a little bit colder as well, because I can always put socks on, I can get a blanket on. I feel like a really cheap, like, old lady sometimes, because I'll be sitting, like, all wrapped up in my robe and, like, all bundled up. Everyone's like, you want to turn, like, you know, turn the cold up or whatever? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Don't want that high bill. Yeah, no, the anything that creates heat is just like, oh, it is a wattage hog, I tell you. I actually try an experiment of not using my hairdryer for like a week to see once we're in the bus if I could like do that. And A1 didn't say it, but I could read it in his face. He was like, "Honey, please use the hairdryer." So that experiment totally failed. I need my hairdryer. He never said a word. He's the most polite, awesome partner ever, but I know. Let's check out the bat feeder, since that has to do with animals. Yeah, his is usually lack of comment. If he says nothing or just sort of like glosses over something, I'm like, ooh, that's pretty bad. We're on the track between tuning the bat feeder and the scarecrow. I'm confused. Oh yeah, that's what we picked. Okay, great. So let's head down this way. A broken track? What's that? The tracks are all messed up here. This tram isn't going any further. I wonder what's down that tunnel. Can we get out? I guess not. Alright, so we gotta go back. So the bat feeder and the scarecrow is a dead end, at least for the tram. Okay, so let's check out now the animal bones and the rowboat. Oh, that's a new one. Oh, that's where we came from. We came from the animal bones and the rowboat. So let's go to the pendulum and the casket. Oh, my ASMR brushes. I found one that matches my colors. Yay. Okay, so let's go down. Yeah, the graphics are so pretty. I really love their artwork. Which game does it remind you of on your iPad? There's a new sound. Sword and Sorcery. Oh, cool. What kind of game is that? Oh, A1 Voodoo saying Sword and Sorcery. Oh, I didn't know those were still down here. Well, what's that? Look, there's a tape player down there, one of those old reel-to-reel setups. When this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists spent time here recording miner songs. Really academic, ivory tower types. None of the miners really talked to them much. So they stayed at the margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes they'd get someone on a lunch break to sing into their microphone. Then I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivists some coal script tokens to pay the miners with for their songs. Did your parents sing? What happened to the archivists? Did your parents sing? Oh, yeah, they sang. They sang in the mine for coal script tokens. A dusty reel-to-reel tape player stashed beneath the track, loaded with tape but starved for power. Aw, maybe we can... There we go. Oh, like inside? Like the game with, you're like a kid? The same people that did Limbo? Or a different inside? That's some jank-ass recordings. Okay, so let's go back. Yeah, the same. Oh my god. Have you finished Inside? Because I don't want to ruin it for you, but have you finished the game yet? Oh, turntable. It's wrong. Yeah, we actually... Oh, Molly, oh my god. So we played Inside back when we were doing Gaming on Escape Velocity, and I got the crap scared out of me at one point in that game. There's like a clip of it somewhere. Oh, you gotta finish it. You gotta finish it. Oh my god, you have to finish it. It's like an inside joke. Oh, here at our house, I was making something the other day, and I'm like, look, hon, it's the end of Inside. Like, you totally won't get that, but yeah. Wait till she's like sleeping or something. Stay up like an extra 30 minutes, and you know, just get through it. Okay, so Battery and Scarecrow is the dead end. I guess we gotta go back to the animal bones and the rowboat. Yeah, that game is ridiculous. Yeah, it's really spooky. Yeah, it's totally spooky. Okay, so let's keep going where we were going. One of my most favorite, oh, that was loud. One of my most favorite acceptance speeches was by the creators of Inside. I forget what award ceremony it was, but like, their speech was just like the game, like the feeling of the game. Okay, have a great rest of your day at work, Am. See you later. Thank God, okay. Let's go. Yeah, okay, that tunnel where the tracks were broken? I'd like to take a look down there. Con, what do we need? If you yeah, let's go take a look. Oh, cool, I guess we get to play as Shannon now. Or maybe not. Oh. Oh, cool. I don't think we did this last time, Molly. That sounds like a high-pitched didgeridoo. Whoa. Huh. shelves. Dusty sacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez, the green one is labeled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabeled. Let's look at the blue notebook, and it blue's the best. The notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be an esoteric German shorthand is actually a love poem written in anagrams. The pages are covered in disorganized notes, some written horizontally and others scribbled vertically into margins. A few pages are lined more evenly and divided up into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and coal holes. Conway opens the green notebook. On each page is a delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book, there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along the mine cart tracks, collecting pieces of... Oh yeah, this place. That sounds like it could be Shannon when she was a kid, because their parents worked there. These notebooks are Liv Marquez. Your parents are the archivist? No, Weaver's parents are the archivist. My parents were the miners. But I mean, it would be her aunt, not Fallen. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's slow. Well, I'll try not to get too far ahead of you. You don't mind my hitching a ride, do you? I kinda got a lift out here. I wasn't sure if, when I'd be heading back. I can drive. Yeah, I can handle it. Okay, your decision. I still need to find the 0. Well, it's like I told you, Weaver doesn't lie. If she's saying you're here to find your on-ramp, this is where you should be looking. Or maybe you just weren't listening closely enough and that's not exactly what she said? I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan, right at Wax and Peonium, in the back of the bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. Okay, this is what I originally wanted to do. What does that mean? This says antiques. I guess this is your truck? And this is my truck. Blue! Yeah, we can talk to Blue. Blue, this is Shannon. Nice to meet you, Blue. Yes, treats! I've got some dried banana slices in my bag. Would you like one? Take care of your friend here and there's more where that came from. Alright, looks like we're getting back on the highway. Okay, so she said... this is what I couldn't find last time. Okay, up north a ways. Oh, what's this? Oh. Oh, look it, that's the turntable. Huh. I don't remember going to those two. In, out, scarecrow, pendulum. Interesting. Oh. Maintenance records? Oh, on the backside, okay. Let's just keep going north. Always. That's as far north as we can go. What road is this? I'm like checking out like every single road. Like, where do we need to go? What's this road? In every direction to the spooky place. I think so. Wheeler Mill Road. No, don't need that one. Wax. Oh, there's Wax Road. We found Wax Road. Grayson Springs, Wax Road. Ah, there's the bait shop. Frickin' finally. Where'd it go? Aha. Conway and Shannon pull into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, a handwritten sign reads, "Live bait, minnows small and also large for stripers, night crawlers, chips and beer." A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. To the shop's right, a dirt parking lot sprawls unevenly into grass and then eventually trees. The bait shop is closed. Enter the side door to Shannon's workshop. The walls are lined with cheap metal shelves, loaded precariously with vacuum tubes, awkwardly shaped metal casings, and coffee cans full of electronic components. Shannon leads Conway to the back of the room, where a few TV sets in various states of disassembly are set up on a rough wooden table. She flips the switch onto the power strip they're all plugged into, and the TV sets tremble to life. Ooh, let's watch the TVs. Let's see if we see anything like we did last time. A ghostly white wobble flickers along one screen in a rhythmic pattern. Another is just snow. A third, a small security monitor in the middle of the table, is oscillating between two different shades of black. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image on the screen is just black, but it seems to be fading slowly, almost imperceptibly, between different shades of black. Shannon tweaks a few knobs on the side of the monitor, but the picture doesn't change. Stare at the security monitor. The screen is a cavernous black. It hums and swells at the pace of the tide. Conway loses track of the workshop's walls. They could be inches away or miles. He is adrift on black water, traveling swiftly toward a rocky shore. There should be a lighthouse or a buoy by these rocks. It's too dangerous. Shannon switches out the power strip. Weaver is not here. Okay. What do we do now? So that's Shannon's workshop. I guess... it's crossed Elkhorn lines. Do we go back to the farmhouse? I think we need to go back to the farmhouse. No, we can go explore over here. Let's see what's down here. Airplane. Whoa. Two shirtless, shoeless men push a light aircraft along the highway. Occasionally, one or the other slips a bit on the sweating asphalt, or stops to pull back his hair. The men are nearly broken. The rubber is almost worn away. Soon he's going to be dragging this airplane. Don't see that every day. Conway gets distracted. Okay. Yes, Conway does get distracted easily. Let's see if there's anything up here. Nope. Alright, let's go back down here. Hi, Dex. No, you haven't missed it. I'm probably going to be doing some ambient ASMR, I'd say the next 2 or 3 weeks. There's still a lot more I have to set up in my studio to do it, which is why I haven't done it yet, but I really want to get back into it. I've got my mic stand working for my ASMR mic. So yeah, probably the next 2 or 3 weeks here. I'll get back on schedule with the weekly ASMR and ambient streams. No, you didn't miss it. Makes me excited that you want to see it. Like, yay. I am playing with my ASMR brush though. Yay! Been playing with this all night. I'm doing better. Thank you so much. And how are you doing? Are you in need of some relaxing ASMR? Oh wait, yeah, we gotta go up to the farmhouse. Let's see. Oh, poor Conway is limping pretty badly. And if you are wearing headphones for this, it is stereo. I'm hearing his like walking like go around my thing here. Oh, you need ASMR vacation. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you got so much stuff going on. Oh. If you need to share or vent or anything, feel free. But they're not going back up there? Oh, there we go. Okay. My coworker actually just left for vacation today. She's going out to Vegas. We're all like, don't catch the coronavirus on your way back. There's nobody buried here, you know. It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something, I don't know. A decorative graveyard. What are the names on the headstones then? A decorative graveyard? I mean... I don't know if she's lucky, man. I would not want to be traveling right now on a plane. I'd be like having my hazmat suit on, like I'm not touching anything. I don't know those names. Maybe the people who lived here before? I know when they bought this property, it already had a house and everything. Maybe they have some other symbolic meaning? Oh, look at that headstone. Marquez. I used to think that was for my parents. Now I don't know. Who's buried there? Yeah, right, Dax? Exactly. I would hate to be TSA, yeah, because I'm in North Carolina and we just had the first case of the coronavirus, and it was a guy that had flown out to Washington State, where it started here in the U.S., and he visited a long-term care facility where he picked it up at. It's like, what is a long-term care facility doing, not knowing that, like, people around them have it? So this guy caught it, came back to North Carolina, and we're like, oh, our state was fine until then. So we got the flu. Yeah, basically. I know that's the other thing too. We were talking about it. We're like, it's the flu. Yeah. Can we go into the house? I want to take Marcus to the house. Oh, you used to live near Charlotte. Okay, yeah. Charlotte's we're over in Asheville, so Charlotte's like 2 hours away. Oh, Upper Deckers was Wake County, where that guy who flew back, who brought it to the United States was. Oh man, that's tough, man. Sorry. So this is where she was? Yeah, makes sense. This is where Weaver and her parents lived. They took out a bunch of loans, you know, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? I owe some people some apologies. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. Oh my god, Dax. That's like dissing your own state is like family. It's like you can't diss them, but I can. I know that's why I love just ribbing on Florida all the time. I'm a native Floridian. I was born there, so I can speak crap about it. How'd she pay it off? She said she was a mathematician or something. Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about something about using math to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone. Never came back. So she's saying their daughter realized like how badly they were in debt and then just like left them. Okay, Dax, and I hope you feel better. I'll try to get my stream going sooner than later for your sake. I'm getting close. I was setting up my ASMR mic this weekend, so we're getting there, but I'll bump it up a little bit sooner to help give you some de-stress. Have a good sleep. Try not to think about anything. Just do some meditation. Get some sleep. I'll see you soon. Ah, it's weird. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. She seemed really focused on old TV. I do because I want to, because you want to too. It's a mutually symbiotic relationship. I enjoy doing it because other people enjoy it too. But I do like it. It's actually relaxing for me too once I get into it. Once the whole stream thing is set up, it's like, nice, quiet, chill. Okay, I guess we two aren't the only ones she's been talking to. Oh, that's not something you see every day, that old TV right there? Well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded, and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lisette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into disrepair. Ooh, we get to watch the TV again. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Looks like they've been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay, I have a few spares in my bag here. Here, I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. Just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay, that should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? A little bit to the left. Damn, okay. Here, I think the contacts are dirty. Now don't go telling my customers I clean up old vacuum tubes with spit. There, just gotta turn it north, south, and... Oh, look. It's the entrance to the Zero. If you like that, Molly, you're gonna really like the first half of my ambient album. I found there was a lot of similarities between my album and the developers. Whoa! What's remember in between acts, they put out interludes that you could play. Oh no, I don't want to restart Act 1. I guess we'll just play this. Oh. Limits and demonstrations. A Lula Chamberlain retrospective, marking the first major public showcase of her work in over 27 years. This retrospective exhibition of work by pioneering installation artist Lula Chamberlain compromises a diagonal slice through time, place, and form. The pieces on display here were individually debuted over a period of 35 years, designed in Chamberlain's various homes and studios between her beloved Mexico City and her native Elizabethtown. They represent a range of scale and impact, from the intimate warmth of vertex texture fetch to the infamous visage, the latter of which requires a vertical clearance of over 35 feet. Yet these works share a confounding legacy. In each of their debut exhibitions, they were nearly impossible to install. Sounds like an artist. Galleries and museums balked at the scale, power requirements, highly skilled labor involved in maintaining these works for display. Some of their debuts collapsed under the weight of logistics, only to be successfully executed much later. And so, just as they describe the outer limits of Chamberlain's range as an installation artist, the geographical edges and vertices of her itinerant home life, and the beginning and end of her distinguished career, the works on display here also trace the extremes of our capabilities and the frontiers of our patience as both viewers and exhibitors. Oh, God, I hate art explanations sometimes. And I have an art degree. I lived it. Again, I can knock it. I've been there. Are we capable of viewing these works as they were meant to be viewed? Do we even want to be? Who knows what that is? That's a microfiche machine. Looks like one to me. Oh my god, those are the creators of the video game. It's Emily, Ben, I forget the other guy's name, but yeah, those are the three developers. Oops, sorry. Yeah, microfilm reader. Yay. Got a garage sale, couldn't figure out what to do with it. And Bob. Nice and not in a landfill. Yeah, who knows what kind of chemicals are in those things. What's the half-life on microfilm and weird old electronics? I guess everything gets broken down eventually. Yeah, so I think these are totally the interludes in between the acts. So while people were waiting for the next act to come out, they created an interlude for people to play, like these short little sort of video game art pieces, I guess. Yeah, it's very meta. It's like a video game art piece looking at art pieces. Vertex texture fetch. Tree, television, and suspended cathode ray tube. 1968. Fat materials. Picture on the TV. What is that? It's a lighthouse? Oh god, the lighthouse. No, it's a weather vane or a windmill or something. Is it a lighthouse? Okay, let's go back this way. The heck is this? Visage, 1984, unknown media. What is that made of? I sort of want to know what it's made out of. It's a mystery. Looks like ribbon? Bandages? Oh, is he the Invisible Man? Slice a visage to build a visage, a puzzle to its owner. What? It's a poem I read. I think it was written by a computer. Sounds like it. I think it's lovely. I think it's so cute that they put themselves in the game. Overdubbed Nam June Pike installation in the style of Edward Packard. 1965, 1973, 1980. Magnetic tape, handheld tape playback head, speaker system, voice of the artist. Hello, Just Rock. How are you doing this evening? I actually, in art college, we took a 3D sculpture class, and we all had to do self-portraits in sculpture form. And I remember the hair was cassette tape film. I took like a bunch of like blank cassette tapes and like tore out the film and cut them all and like individually attached them onto this like metal frame I made of my head. We are getting into some serious Kentucky Route Zero, so I'm excited. Been looking forward. Kentucky Route Zero. It was made by these three developers right here on the screen. It took about 9 years to make, and everyone had to wait a long time between the acts, but it is all done. They released the final act in January, so we get to play it all the way through. Oh, I read about this one. It's interactive. How does it work? What's it about? How does it work? It's a bunch of old tape, and you run this tape player head along it, and you just listen to the recordings, I guess? Let's try it out. I think you start in the middle. To examine cards, rotate 30 degrees and advance 7 inches. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches. Let's activate the computer. No, I'm putting Misfortune on my list of games I'm going to play on stream. So I don't like playing too much of them. I like to play them for the first time on stream. This one is an exception because we started so long ago, but like I've never done this part before. So Little Misfortune is going to go on streaming games that we'll get to play. So it's on the list. So yeah, you will definitely know when we start playing that one. I'll post about it in my Discord. It looked really good. So loud, I love it. I'm now holding 2 punch cards. One of them, Joseph has scribbled a note. Caves. The other is blank. To insert caves card, rotate 11 degrees and advance 2 inches. To insert a blank card, rotate 95 degrees and advance 14 inches. Caves card. We're on a dirt trail in the park, or, well, it's not really a trail. It's a trail. It's more like a tendency. There tend to be fewer plants here on the path we've been walking. Now we're walking at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to mossy rock as the ground sinks into darkness. Joseph and Donald are following a rope down to the cave. They have computer equipment tied to their backs, so do I. To enter the cave, rotate 65 degrees left and advance 4 inches. That's the only choice? Let's just go to the cave. That's the last trip, so everything's down here now. The final resting place. Don't be so morbid. To remember a fond gesture, rotate 180 degrees and advance 23 inches. To regret a harsh word, rotate 12 degrees and advance 6 inches. I want to remember. It's morning now. I'm in the car. I'm driving to work. This is the last recording I'll make on this tape, and then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow, and then who knows? I've been recording onto this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things happened, so here's a story. When I met Donald and Joseph, they were both students, and I was in a band performing on campus. They came to my show, and then we met at some bar and had a few drinks together. Joseph wanted to impress me, so he stole a metal cocktail tumbler and gave it to me. We got kicked out, wandered drunkenly until morning, and finally ended up at a diner, and now I use the tumbler to store extra pens on my desk. So I'm almost out of tape, but I guess I'll just let it run out while I drive. No instructions? No, that's the end of this tape strip. I don't think we ever reached this long one at the top here. Is it cheating to skip over there? I won't tell a soul. Bob moves the playback. I do another strip of tape. Think of our work, our research. You'll die in these damn cold caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back. We'll go deeper, that's all. They'll never find us. Did you hear their voices? They'll find you, but not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop, your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too. But I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon and I'm heading down to the zero. Hello, Dorothy Eddy. Welcome. You'll be lost forever. But we need your voice for the machine, Lula. It only recognizes your voice. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Weird. Oh, this looks interesting. Basement puzzle number 2. Artist, sunset, and horse. 1976, plaster wire. Can you read the covers of these books? Yeah, it's kind of hard to. I wish we could get a little closer. I don't think they're real books. No, they're real. Look, that one says... No, you're right. It's just scratched up cardboard. Oh, good reference. I need to watch that. Maybe it's a puzzle, but there's no right answer. That's kind of sad. I want to look at the... Oh, okay. I think we're back to the beginning. Alright. Well, that was the interlude after Act 1. Okay, there we go. I wonder if we look at the artwork again, if it will do anything differently. Actually, now let's exit. Oh, wait, hold on. No, go right here, maybe? Where's the exit sign? Oh, there we go, exit. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to go. Okay, cool. So this is how they're including the interludes, because I was curious to see what they were going to do, because the interludes obviously didn't come with the game. They were released as like standalones. So at the end of each act, we'll get to do the interlude that came out. Awesome. Alright, Alright, we're down to the last 15 minutes. We got 50 more minutes to go before we raid gear explaining. So let's dip our toes into Act 2, shall we? Hold on a second, I need to turn my speakers down. I have feedback coming through, and I can't get to my screen. Okay, there we go. Much better. Letter. Attention Lulu Chamberlain, RE your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's Annual Fellowship. We have received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total, and regrettably, we can award only one fellowship position per year. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions. Is there a dude like floating in the air up there? As well as carefully reviewed by a panel of subject matter experts on each applicant's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process so as to maintain the standards we have established over our 35 years in operation. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden, Architect, Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture. Below the printed text is a hastily handwritten note. Sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. From Robert. Lula throws the letter in the wastebasket. Lula folds the letter up and puts it in her handbag. Meh. She'd probably throw in the wastebasket, but let's just put it in her handbag. Lula opened the folder of writing paper. Dearest Robert, thank you for your kind note. To herself quietly. Attention, Dr. Stonerton. Are we your own imagination? No. Oh, catch! It is. I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling much better. Now I need to reorganize my entire like computer thing because like my monitors are too high and like everything's all like wonky right now. But so far, it's going good. This is the first time I think I've actually sat in it for a good period of time. Yeah, like I said, I got 30 days to try it out. So far so good. Definitely not hurting as much for sure as my other chair. And if you want to hit me up in Discord, I want to know how your day went. Dearest Robert, thank you for your kind note. Though it has been years since my name appeared on a gallery program, except as an occasional dusty curiosity in a group show or as the impertinent subject of some misguided retrospective, I continue to something gratitude. Yours, Lula. Oh, the guy's sitting behind her. Okay, perspective was a little bit off. It's not like, doesn't seem to be as like rocking as much. It was like shimmying side to side like a lot, but okay, awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to hear how everything went. Busy. How are you, Rick? I shouldn't complain. So, did you get my note? About the office party? About the proposals? No, about the office party, I'm going stag. Oh, yeah, that's, I didn't mean... Hey, I'm probably not going anyways. Lots to do, you know. A lot of new drafts, So, how'd your application go? I was in the mailroom and saw you got a letter back. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. I just saw... It's fine, Rick. I'm not going anywhere. How's your goldfish? Office banter. So that's Lula Chamberlain, the amazing artist. Act 2, Scene 1. Hi, Psylocke. Good to see you. How have you been? Yeah, we're getting ready here to wrap it up in about 10 minutes. And we'll go raid gear splaining. Look at your little sub badge. I love it. Oh, cool. Salvo's on? Nice. We'll never know about his goldfish, Molly. Hey, let's talk to Blue. It's like it's getting kind of stiff now, Blue. Maybe I just need to walk it out. Well, I hope that's the case. Let's talk to Shannon. Maybe someone here points our direction? Yeah, it looks like they're still open. Must be the night shift? What do you think they do here? Looks like a cathedral. Yeah, a cathedral with an office building in it. This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now? Both? Okay, very poetic. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. End of the line? Maybe it's still under construction. Well, work seems to have stopped for the moment. Underground river flowing. Can we go down here? No, okay. I know, Blue is an old dog. Ooh, a bell. Let's ring it. Ding, 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 ding. Ding. Oh, there's someone. Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. We're actually a bit lost, ma'am. You're lost? So you're not the... Sorry, honest mistake. We're supposed to have a little celebration near the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought, but you don't really look like one of them boys from the distillery anyways. Whiskey at an office party? Wow. That's a pretty crazy office party. What are you celebrating? Oh, the less I understand the better. When I'm here, I keep the fans turning and the furnace hot and listen for the bell. When I get home, I'm a different person. I don't even have time to think about it. I just paint. Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. We're looking for Dogwood Drive. Do you know where that is? Dogwood? Nope. You're going to need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. But first we've got to get you in the system, so you'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks. Now, let's see. Rook is booked proofreading drafts all afternoon, and Wanda's out on a site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There are some books over there in the waiting area. We'll just take a look around. Have you ever seen our grotesques? So, it means the future firing is coming. Oh, good one, Molly. Yes, indeed. Don't drink at the office party. The television is playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects kisses for its nest, a scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of young girl's hair. Nest is warm, but the care is so fragile. Oh, there's TVs in the walls. Television is playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across the beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. This had once belonged to a different crab. And it's playing The Fat of the Land by Prodigy. Oh good, I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient, you never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor reviewing some diagrams. The elevator is just back to the left there, 5th floor. Okay. Oh, alright. Looks like it's time, guys. Before we go to our appointment with Lula, the angsty architectural artist, let me go see if Gearsplaining is ready. Let's see here. I like the sound of lights clicking off and on. I wonder if they're going to be on tonight, because if Salvo is playing, let me check something. Let me see. Let's see if they're scheduled to go on this evening. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're going on. I think they're well, I think they're gonna be going on. We'll just keep playing till they pop up. Yeah, let's give him some 10 minutes here, and if not, we'll go raid Salvo. Come on, Twitch, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, yeah, so let's give them... I'm gonna give them a few minutes, and if not, there's a really awesome chill stream I'm gonna read you guys into. Actually, I might just do that. Figured out, by the way. No, I think they're supposed to be on. Because I'm looking in their Discord and it looks like they're on for tonight. I'm just getting like hypnotized by the clicking lights. Oh yeah, so grotesque is basically like, it's sort of like a relief, I guess you could say. 3 books are piled on the table. A service manual for a sewage pump, some architectural plans for a bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the stack. Picks up the envelope. Yes, A1, you're right. The envelope reads Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. Are we like... Is this like Beetlejuice? We have to go to the intake portion. Oh, I want to see what the book say. Oh, well, let me look at it again. She's on the 5th floor, right? Let's go to all the floors. Bears. There's the bears. Hello, are you lost? Very much so, yes. Okay, well, let's get you pointed in the right direction then. It's a pretty straightforward process. First, you need to get a case number signed. Talk to Clerk Metzen about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. We're supposed to go talk to Lula, right? Clerk Metzstein. Clerk Metzstein. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses. I like Shannon. Half over the floor having a meeting. Yes. We're gonna get to the 3rd floor. Let's just skip it. Which one of you is Lula Chamberlain? Oh, sure. That's her in the cardigan. Thought she said she was on the 5th floor. I'm confused. Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. Arthritis? Dr. Truman says my joints are eroding one another. They've been collaborating for decades, so only naturally want to kill each other now. Well, enough about my hateful wrists and ankles. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. Do you know I used to live on a Dogwood Drive? This was years ago. A grimy old house, basement full of insects, attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer and made sculptures. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be... What are you doing on the 0? A gas station attendant told us we need to take the 0 to get there. Gas station attendant? I see. Friendly blind man about my age. Hangs out with an old cat. Likes to pretend he's a poet. Old cat. Oh, no cat anymore? Sorry to hear it. Joseph and I used to work together, and we lived together. We were friends. That was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. Do you know why he's pointed you this way? It's because he's still in love with me, of course, and now he's implicated you quite inconsiderately. And in your condition, it's appalling. So I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. I like both those responses. Oh, get over yourself, lady. But where's the Dogwood Drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one? No, it's not possible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive. Another might be Large Leaf Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. These are real office working responses. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. Do you have a record of those streets? I expect we must. They'll be up in Archives and Records, 4th floor. It'll be filed under O for odonyms. Probably, or G for generic, or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. Okay, I don't see them up yet, but I'm gonna raid you guys into somebody else. So let's keep our database journey for another time. Let me go set up a raid here, you guys. Aha! We are just starting to get into Act 2 now. Alright, let's go. Let's go raid and say our goodbyes. Hold on. Hi, everyone. Well, that was really cool. I like how they added the interludes like that. I'm really curious. I bet you the interlude where you have to call the phone, number, they probably just have the responses like listed on the screen. But I remember doing that and learned that was really cool. Okay, so this next stream I'm going to read you into, I think he's a follower only chat as well. Sometimes he has slow chat on, so because it's like super chill. Make sure I enter that in correctly. Yeah, you can just like totally like zone out to his stream. It's pretty cool. He does like his own sound effects. It's great. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining. We learned about the pangolins. We learned about the pangolin men. We learned about solar sails and why protons of no mass can actually move them. Got a little bit of science in there. Thank you for joining. We'll be back next week with more Kentucky Route Zero, another animal to review. And I should know a little bit more about when I'm actually going to preview the tracks that I made for the RPM challenge, and hopefully I'll start my SMR streams very soon. You have a good night too, guys. Hang around. If you haven't checked this guy out, you gotta check him out. Totally chill vibes. He'll either put you to sleep, relax you, you can meditate. He'll do like guided meditations. It's fantastic. Alright everyone, bye! I'll see you in Discord. We'll see you tomorrow for the Escape Velocity stream. Drone base.